Hey everybody, I'll just give everybody time to know that I'm live. You know how we do. Hi. I just thought I would just jump on real quick. I just got off of training. Life has been lifing. You know how that goes. Suffering a little bit of a migraine. Um, but, you know, as you come into the room, say hello. If you're catching this by the replay, just say hashtag replay. I acknowledge everybody that stops by. But for those of you who don't know who I am, I've gotten out of the habit of introducing myself. I'm Luciana Turner. I am a compliance officer that operates chiefly within the government contracting realm. I have over 20 years of government contracting experience, and I've started my own company, the LT&A Consulting Group, who works primarily with companies who wish to integrate government contracting into your business. And I just wanted to do a midweek check in, see how you guys are doing. I'm doing a bit of a training with a marketing specialist, and she's just the truth. And but that's not what I wanted to come on here to say. What I came on here to say is this: I posted on my Facebook page something earlier where I said that I had so many solutions to so many problems. But the question is, was I supposed to act on those solutions? And someone actually laughed at my post. And I wanted to say this: we live in a day and age where people are actually advising everyone to act on everything. You have to have 7 streams of income. Every idea is a divine idea. What I want to tell you is anything that you act upon that is not act upon in strategic excellence will become a disaster. Every idea that you have is not necessarily an idea you're supposed to act upon in the season you have that idea. I have an awesome mentor, and he talks about this, and he talks about it in detail. There's some ideas that you have are an idea that you have today. He calls them divine downloads, but they're not necessarily for you to act upon in that season. I'm going to say it again. Some ideas are not for you to act upon in that season. They're for you to get the download. Sometimes you put them away. Sometimes you just flush the idea out, you kick it around. Some ideas are to replace current ideas that aren't working. Some ideas are to evolve current ideas that you have. Some ideas just aren't for you. They're for you to pass along to a client. But every idea that you have isn't for you to act upon. Far too often, too many people are catching onto and jumping onto trends to have multiple streams of income until you're having multiple streams of headache and dysfunction. You must be strategic in everything that you do. I'm going to say that again. You must be strategic with everything that you do. Otherwise, what you're going to end up doing is burning yourself out and end up in frustration and end up burning and straining relationships and wondering why nothing you're doing is taking root. There are seasons, and I'm getting ready to use an analogy. There are seasons where you're planting, and then there's seasons that you're harvesting. But every farmer will tell you you don't plant 50 crops at the same time. You plant the crop and then you have to till it and you weed it and you water and you fertilize and then the harvest comes in. But you can't do the weeding and the tilling and the fertilizing if you're trying to plant 50 different things. Every idea that you have isn't necessarily for you to act upon at that time. And the ones you do act upon, you have to act upon with a strategy. So, that's all. That's my midweek check in for you today. So, I'm inviting you, if you need a little clarity conversation around which idea is the best idea, I'm inviting you into a conversation with me. Click a link, it's in my description if you wish to have a conversation. Because what I'm going to tell you is these 7 streams of revenue that you're supposed to have should be fruitful streams of revenue. But if you're trying to plant 7 crops at the same time, every farmer would tell you that it's difficult to till, weed, and fertilize 7 different crops at the same time. There's a strategy and a plan that goes into it. And with that, I bid you good afternoon.